viewers, today I am going to start 2D formulas. In this 2D formulas, first I am taking square, after that rectangle, after that triangle formulas, after that circle formulas I am taking. Once you can observe here, in that areas related formulas, first I am taking square. Okay. In the square is consisting all four sides are equal. Okay, all four sides are equal. Now the square side is equal to here yes, and here it is the diagonal of the square. Here it is a side of the square. It is also side of the square. This all four are the sides of the square. Now I am taking here area of the square is equal to your formula, that is s into s. S into s means that is side into side. Now perimeter of the square is equal to, that is 4 into side. Perimeter of the square is equal to, that is 4 into side, and diagonal of the square is equal to root 2 into side. Root 2 into side. Okay, your square formula is completed. Now I am taking your second one is rectangle formulas. Okay, rectangle formulas. Here in this rectangle, these opposite two lengths are equal. Here this side lengths are equal, and here breadth, these two values are equal to each other, and these two lengths are equal to each other. Here it is a diagonal of a rectangle. Now I am taking here area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is equal to, that is L into B, and perimeter of the rectangle is equal to, that is 2 into L plus B, and diagonal of the rectangle is equal to under root of L square plus B square. Okay, these are the rectangle formulas. Now your third one is, that is rhombus. Okay, now I am taking rhombus here. The rhombus four sides are equal. Okay, rhombus four sides are equal. Here these four sides are equal, and these rhombus diagonals are not equal. Okay, diagonals are not equal. Here this rhombus is consisting all the four sides are equal. Here it is side, it is side, it is also side, and it is also side only. Now I am taking here, it is a diagonal of rhombus. Rhombus first diagonal is equal to, that is D1. Now I am taking rhombus second diagonal is equal to, that is D2. Now here it is the rhombus. Rhombus is consisting all the four sides are equal. Okay, all the four sides are equal, and these diagonals values are diagonals lengths are not equal. Now here I am taking area of the rhombus. Area of the rhombus is equal to half into D1 into D2. Okay, area of the rhombus is equal to half into D1 into D2. D1 into D2 means here diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. When diagonals are given, that time you are taking area of the rhombus is equal to half into D1 into D2. Now perimeter of the rhombus. Perimeter of the rhombus is equal to, you are taking 2 under root of D1 square. D1 square plus D2 square. Okay, here when diagonals are given, then you are taking perimeter of the rhombus is equal to 2 under root of D1 square plus D2 square. Now side of the rhombus. The side of the rhombus, here these S and S, these values are not given. When they given only D1 comma D2, then you are taking here side of the rhombus is equal to your formula 1 by 2 under root of D1 square plus D2 square. Okay, 1 by 2 into under root of D1 square plus D2 square. When they are not given any S values, that time you are taking here side of the rhombus is equal to 1 by 2 into under root of D1 square plus D2 square. Now perimeter of the rhombus is equal to 2 under root of D1 square plus D2 square. Now area of the rhombus is equal to 1 by 2 into D1 into D2. When you are taking these formulas, when diagonals are given, that time only you are taking these formulas. Okay, after completion of rhombus, I am taking parallelogram. Okay, you can observe here your fourth one is parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram. Here in this parallelogram, you are taking here you are taking these opposite lengths, means here these lengths are equal to each other, and this length is equal to each other. Now here these and these length is equal to each other. Now here in this parallelogram I am taking here it is a base or it is length. Here it is your breadth. Okay. Now here you are taking it is height of the parallelogram. It is height of the parallelogram. You are taking here area of the parallelogram. Area is equal to, that is base into height. Area is equal to base into height. Here it is a base, it is a height. Area is equal to base into height. Next here it's perimeter is equal to you are taking as like a rectangle only. Here in your rectangle you are taking 2 into a plus b. In this parallelogram you are taking here 2 into a plus b. 2 into a plus b. Here this b is there here. Here also you are taking same b. Here a is there. Here you are taking same a only. These two lengths are equal to each other and these two lengths are also equal to each other. Now area of the parallelogram is equal to, that is base into height. Perimeter of the parallelogram is equal to, that is 2 into a plus b. Okay. Now your parallelogram formulas are completed. Now I am taking trapezium. Okay. Here what is the trapezium? The quadrilateral which consisting one pair of sides are equal. Means one pair of sides are parallel and remaining sides are different. Here these it is B. Now here it is H. A and B's are parallel sides and these sides are not parallel. Now here is the area of parallel, area of trapezium. Now you are taking here area of trapezium. Area of trapezium is equal to, you are taking as 1 by 2 into h of a plus b. Okay. Now here area of trapezium is equal to 1 by 2 into h of a plus b. H means that is height of the trapezium. A and B means here parallel sides lengths. Okay. Suppose here your values are given like that. Here this length is equal to, that is L, and this length is equal to, that is B. B is there here. This length is equal to, that is K. Okay. Here in that B is given, L is given, A is given, and K is given. Then what you are taking? It's a perimeter. You are taking as perimeter. You are taking as L plus A plus K plus B. Okay. Here this around length sum I am taking. Okay. Now here the parallelogram is consisting, its height is equal to h, and the parallel sides are a comma b, and a and b are the parallel side, and another two values are given, that is L, here it is K. Then what you are taking here, its perimeter is equal to, you are taking L plus A plus K plus B only. Now its area is equal to 1 by 2 into h of, or h into parallel side sum you are taking. Now after completion of parallelogram, after completion of trapezium, you are taking quadrilateral. Okay. Okay, quadrilateral you are taking. Okay, you are taking quadrilateral. You are taking here. In the quadrilateral, here it is a diagonal. It is a diagonal. Now here these are the sides of quadrilateral. Okay, here these are the sides of quadrilateral. In this quadrilateral you are taking here it is a side of quadrilateral. It is also side of the quadrilateral. It is also side of the quadrilateral. It is also side of the quadrilateral. Here in that it is quadrilateral first height. Now here it is quadrilateral second height. Now I am taking this total is diagonal of the quadrilateral. Okay. In this quadrilateral, it is the height of the quadrilateral, first height of the quadrilateral. Here it is the second height of the quadrilateral. Now it is the diagonal of the quadrilateral. Now you are taking here area of the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral area is equal to 1 by 2 into d of h1 plus h2. Okay, 1 by 2 into d of h1 plus h2. Now when first h1 here, second h2. Okay, first height and second height is given and diagonal is given. That time your quadrilateral area is equal to 1 by 2 into d of h1 plus h2. Now here, if he is asking the perimeter, when you are taking here perimeter means around length sum is known as that is perimeter. If he given the perimeter, if he is asking the perimeter, that time you are taking here, it is side, it is also side, it is also side, it is also side only. When he is asking the perimeter, that time you are taking your perimeter value is equal to a plus b plus c plus d only. Okay, around length sum is known as the perimeter. Okay, your quadrilateral formulas are completed. Now I am starting triangles. Now I am taking here in this triangle, first I am taking right angle triangle. If right angle triangle is there, here I am taking right angle in triangles, I am taking right angle triangle. Right angle triangle I am taking here. Now here it is the base, here it is the height. Now here it is the base, here it is the height. You are taking is the diagonal is equal to under root of that is b square plus h square. Okay, here it is the diagonal. Now when you are taking here right angle triangle, the area of the right angle triangle, is equal, that is half into base into height. Area of right angle triangle is equal, that is half into base into height. Not only right angle triangle, if any triangle is there, its general formula. General formula for area is equal to, you are taking 1 by 2 into base into height. When you are taking any triangle, that triangle area formula is equal to half into base into height only. Now here diagonal of or hypotenuse. Here it is known as diagonal or hypotenuse also. Hypotenuse of right angle triangle you are taking here under root of b square plus h square only. Now when you are taking right angle triangle, in this right angle triangle you are taking area is equal to half into base into height. Now diagonal is equal to or hypotenuse is equal to, you are taking as under root of b square plus h square. Now I am taking your next one, that is scalene triangle. Now you can observe here scalene triangle. When you are taking the scalene triangle means the triangle which consisting all the three sides are different only. Here A, B, C, here it is a triangle ABC. Here this side length is equal to something. Here this side and this side means this triangle three sides lengths are different. Then what you are taking here, it's opposite. This A vertex opposite side is, that is side A only. Here B angle opposite side is, that is B only. C angle opposite side is, that is C only. Now scalene triangle area is given by Heron's only. Heron's is given area of scalene triangle formula. Here in that I am taking here 2s is equal to a plus b plus c. Here 2s is equal to a plus b plus c. This a plus b plus c is known as, that is perimeter of triangle ABC. Here 2s is equal to, that is perimeter of triangle by the scalene. Now here 2s is equal to a plus b plus c. S is equal to, that is a plus b plus c by 2. Here it is perimeter, here it is semi-perimeter. Here it is perimeter, here it is semi-perimeter. Now area of the triangle by the Heron's. Now you are taking your formula is under root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Okay. Now here area of the triangle by Heron's is equal to under root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Your scalene triangle formulas are completed. Now here I'm taking the equilateral triangle. That equilateral triangle I'm writing as here. I'm drawing as like this only. Here all the three sides are equal. The triangle which is consisting all the three sides are equal. Then the triangle is known as that is equilateral triangle. Okay. Here equilateral triangle all the sides are A only. Now area of equilateral triangle. Area of equilateral triangle formula root 3 by 4 into A square. Okay. Here in that A is known as that is side of the equilateral triangle. Now area of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 into A square. Now I am taking here height of the equilateral triangle. Okay. Height of the equilateral triangle root 3 by 2 into A. Here it is height of the equilateral triangle. Now you are taking here it is the height of the equilateral triangle. That height is equal to root 3 by 2 into A. Now perimeter of the equilateral triangle. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is equal to here around length sum is known as the perimeter. I am taking here A, here also A, here also A plus A plus A is equal to that is 3A. Now area of equilateral triangle is equal to root 3 by 4A square. Now height of the equilateral triangle is equal to root 3 by 2 into A. Perimeter of the equilateral triangle is equal to that is 3 into side only. Here A means that is side. Here root 3 by 4 into side square. Root 3 by 2 into side only and 3 into side. Now I am taking here isosceles right angle triangle. Okay, isosceles right angle triangle. Now here I am taking this triangle here. The isosceles means I am taking here two sides are equal. Okay, two sides are equal and two sides are equal. Here right angle here. Now these two sides lengths are equal. Here the length is equal. The side length is equal. That is A. Here also it is A. Now I am taking its diagonal is equal to that is A square plus A square only. A square plus A square is equal to that is under root of 2 into A square is equal to you will get a root 2 into A. Now I am taking here the area of isosceles right angle triangle is equal to area is equal to half into base is equal to that is A into height is equal to A only. Here it is the base, here it is the height, that is A only. Then you will get here area is equal to 1 by 2A square. Okay. Now here you are taking the perimeter. When you are taking the perimeter, that time here your perimeter is equal to A plus here root 2 into A. Then you will get here 2A plus root 2A. Then finally you will get here A of 2 plus root 2 only. Okay. Now perimeter of your isosceles right angle triangle is equal to A into 2 plus root 2. A into 2 plus root 2. Now area is equal to 1 by 2 into A into A means that is 1 by 2 A square. Okay. Now here you are taking its a diagonal or its a hypotenuse. Now you are taking here your hypotenuse is equal to root 2 into A. Root 2 into A. Root 2 into A means A is the side of isosceles triangle. Your isosceles triangle formulas are completed. Now I am taking circles formulas. Now here in the circle, it is the center of the circle. Now here this total is circle. It is the perimeter of the circle. The distance between center and perimeter is known as that is the radius. Here the radius is equal to half of the diameter. Now here this r plus r is equal to that is diameter only. R plus r. This r plus r. This value, this length plus this length is equal to that is diameter. Diameter is equal to that is 2r. Then radius is equal to half of the diameter. Radius is equal to half of the diameter. In the circle, R is the radius and D is the diameter. In that, I am taking area of the circle. Area of the circle is equal to pi r square. Area of the circle is equal to pi r square. Now I am taking here circumference. Circumference. Okay. Circumference of the circle. Circumference nothing but that is a perimeter. Okay. Circumference is equal to that is 2 pi r. Area of the circle is equal to pi r square and circumference of the circle is equal to that is 2 pi r. Now I am taking here semicircle. In this semicircle, now area of the semicircle. Area of the semicircle is equal to, I am taking here pi r square by 2. Area of the semicircle is equal to that is pi r square by 2. Pi r square by 2. Here it is half of the area. Half of this area is equal to that is its area only. Now here circumference. Your circumference is 36 by 7 into r. 36 by 7 into r. Your area of the semicircle is equal to pi r square by 2 and the circumference of semicircle is equal to that is 36 by 7 into r. Your semicircle's formulas are completed. Now here I am taking sector. Now I am taking here sector. Now area of the sector. Here in this circle, here the small part is there. This part is there. Here this part is consisting some angle theta. Here this total is this part is known as that is sector only. Now this sector is consisting radius r. Here also radius r. Okay. Now angle is theta. Now I am taking area of the sector. Area of the sector is equal to theta by 360. Theta by 360 into pi r square. Okay. Theta by 360 into pi r square. This theta means here whatever angle is there here, that angle you can take. Area of the sector is equal to that is theta by 360 into pi r square. Now from here to here, this A and B, from here to here you are taking it is arc only. Okay, I am taking here length of the arc. Length of the arc. Your length of the arc is equal to that is theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Here theta degrees means here degrees only. Why I am taking here it is pi r square. Why I am taking here it is 2 pi r. Now you are taking area of the sector means here this sector is some part of this circle only. Some part of the circle. Some part of area of the circle is that is sector only. That's why I am taking here area formula here. Now this arc is equal to this arc means it is some part of the perimeter of the circle. That's why I am taking here perimeter formula. Now I am taking here a ring formula. Okay. Here one circle is there. Around this circle another circle is there. Now the small circle radius is equal to that is small r. The big circle radius is equal to that is capital R only. Okay. These two circles are called that is concentric circle. Concentric circles means these two circles consisting only one center. That's why these two circles are known as concentric circles. Now area of the ring is equal to that is pi r square minus pi r square. Okay. Here pi r square minus pi r square. In that two terms I am taking pi common. Then you will get here pi r square minus r square. Pi r square minus r square. Or its another form is here pi into capital R plus small r into capital R minus small r. Okay. Now I am changing this one as a plus b into a minus b formula. Now here ring area is equal to that is pi into capital R square minus small r square or pi into capital R plus small r. Okay. Thank you viewers. Thank you one and all.